So in December 2023, me and Adam travelled to Sri Lanka to take part in the Rickshaw run. En route, we met up with another Australian team consisting of Alex, Kyle and Ellis. Before the race started, we had a day of training to get to. We found our rickshaw and had the most basic overview of how everything worked. We learned a lot very quickly. We learned about the mud, about the traffic, and about what to expect while driving. It was now New Year's Eve and the launch party before the race started. Mate, trying it on for the first time in Sri Lanka. How good, how dirty do you think these will be after a day?
Filthy, absolutely filthy by the end of this. Like tonight they'll probably be filthy.
So we gander at this mug. Oh yeah. Got my patches, I'm ready.
Get in, idiot. We're going adventuring.
All right, well, we're about to start the rickshaw run. We are at the start line. Start line's right behind me, but me and Adam just had quite an adventure even getting to the start line. The guy whose hotel we're staying at, and it's not really a hotel, it's his home, he gave us his bike. He's just like, oh, you ride. And I'm like, can you tell me how? He's like, you go. So we go. We didn't fall off. We didn't bin it. I mean, it's pretty muddy, but we didn't bin it. And now I think he's coming to collect the bike. I don't really know. We'll find out. This was such an exciting morning. All the teams were gathered round in their outfits and decking out their rickshaws.
Yeah, today.
Is that Tokyo Drift?
Yeah. You like it?
I love it, mate. It was a really good atmosphere as everyone was getting ready. Sick. That looks so good. Crack on, which one's yours? Yeah, hectic. Plenty of interesting characters. Me and Adam got our rickshaw sorted and we decided that we'd put our flag in the roof.
Ready to go. And you'll see our mighty steed is ready to go. Speaker at the front, Aussie flag in the center, bags in the back, a little bit of USA pride as well on this bad boy.
We were treated to some local dancing and then some holy men gave us a blessing. With a quick photo of the entire group, there was only one thing left to do.
We're about to launch. You ready? We're going. Ripping it out of the stomach. You ready?
Oh yeah, buddy.
Oh, this is chaos.
Good luck, mate.
Get out of here, brothers! Whoa, let's go! Yeah! Boys! It's chaos start line was so amazing to see those 50 tuk-tuks with all their flags and their beeping and their spluttering engines. It was quite a sight, and you can tell how excited we were.
We're going to take the top road.
Are we?
Yeah. So we're going to head towards Tangali, which is west.
Yes.
Let's go around them? Yeah.
What an insane experience.
Absolutely.
We really weren't driving for that long until we came across our Italian friends.
Oh! Buongiorno! Buongiorno! Oh no!
We were going down the road and the engine lost power. We were headed to the gas station.
None of our fuel gauges actually worked, but a quick run to the petrol station soon fixed them up. Good deed of the day done.
My fingers are crossed.
And we drove on through some truly beautiful scenery. Met some locals too.
No. Oh, good. Thank you, guys.
Adam did the driving for the first half of the day and really aced it. Yeah, boys! I could just sit back and relax. At this point, our plan was to head west along the coast. We'd heard about a cool surf town called Marissa, and we're going to meet up with the other Aussies there.
Alright, Hamish, were you expecting that? Your first run?
There's some traffic now.
Yeah, just a bit of traffic. Hey guys.
When we got to Marissa, we found a hostel called the Why Not Hostel, and as we were checking in, they said, hey, we've got a boat party about to launch, would you like to join? Well, why not?
Is that going to hold on well enough? We should probably get a move on.
Day 2, we were really still figuring out how everything would work on this journey, but this was the first day that we drove in convoy. And boy was that fun.
Yeah, the boys!
We decided to forgo using any digital maps and rely purely on directions and a paper map. This led us to many stops for asking for directions and really not knowing where we were. One of the stops though was not intentional, and this happened while I was driving. But with the locals being so friendly, we were on the road in no time. We were obviously now down a spare tyre, so we went to a local mechanic to get it fixed. We had already seen how bad the rain could be before we even left on the journey, but this was our first day really driving through super heavy rain, and it was an experience. We were still using the paper maps to try and navigate, and we were looking for a waterfall. This was definitely some crazy driving. At some points the road didn't even exist and it was just puddles or even a river. At this point we actually came to the end of the road, and we couldn't find the waterfall. We asked some locals, but we were well and truly lost. So the only thing we could do was turn around and head back the way we came. We also had a brief pit stop as we found out that the other Australians rickshaw had a bit of an aversion to water. By the end of this day, both of our rickshaws were having mechanical problems and we really needed to set in for the night. We just had to go to one of the closest towns and find a homestay. Day 3. With the other Aussie team fixing their rickshaw the night before, and our rickshaw fixing itself while pushing it down the main street, we found ourselves with 2 rickshaws and a lot of time to make up. This called for one thing.
We'll slow down to 20 or 30 and we'll do a roll race. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go! We're getting lucky, guys.
With a renewed strategy, we headed for a highway known as Elephant Road. And it wasn't long at all until we had our first encounter.
Okay, it's one coming up on the right.
Hello, buddy.
Hello. Dude, another one, another one. Oh shit.
Go, 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 go.
2 words?
Hello, elephant.
The twisted and winding roads up to Ella was a sight we welcomed. Away with the rice fields and swampland replaced with cliffsides and waterfalls. That's day 3 of the race completed. We've just arrived here in Ella. You can see behind me that there's a stunning view. We arrived at one of the hostels. Rooms are alright. Got this cool area to hang out. We ran into some other teams.
You guys made it.
Now it was a long day. We did a lot of driving. So we're going to have a beer, relax, and enjoy this town tonight and tomorrow. This was a magical morning. We hiked up Little Adams Peak for the sunrise. After that, we ventured down some crazy roads to see the famous Nine Arches Bridge. We were back on the road, and this time we were accompanied by 2 other rickshaws. We were joined by another team with some legends on board, as well as the official photographer for the rickshaw run. We were all driving from Ella to Kandy, so we called ourselves the Kandy Convoy. So after that fun, we swapped drivers, said goodbye to our friends, and just us Aussies continued on to Kandy. It was a really hot day, so we decided to stop for a swim. We finished the afternoon with a little bit more driving. Before we came into the city centre of Kandy. We found a hostel which ended up being pretty terrible. But then we went out and explored the city at night, which was wonderful. Good morning. Well, it is the start of day 5 to the race. We're in Kandy. Yesterday we came over from Ella. Today we're going to go to Sigiriya, I believe. But we're going to do a few pit stops, and we've started our morning at the Big Buddha atop of Kandy, and the sun's just coming up and bouncing off the lake, which is super lovely. Had an amazing day yesterday, unreal, and hopefully today isn't as long and it's just as fun. So we're going to go pack our bags at the creepy hostel and then get out of here.
I think that's an elephant, my man. Hello. Unreal. Unreal.
Made it to a resort in Sigiriya
Why are we at a resort?
because the last few places have been hostels or just the dodgiest ever, and this is looking 10 times better than any other place we've stayed so far. So I'm so keen to jump in that pool there.
After a well-needed relax, we went and climbed up one of the famous rock formations at Sigiriya. It's just phenomenal being here. These rock formations are just, there's something else. They're out of the jungle, you're above everything. It's what a view, and how lucky. On this, our 6th day, we made a bolt for the coastline. Along the way we had some electrical trouble with our rickshaw, but luckily a local mechanic helped us out again. Then we just had some more fun on the road. We did visit a market, which was pretty cool. And then found an odd place to stay for our last night on the road. Oh, it is bright out today. It is the morning of the last day of the Rickshaw run. We are on the coast right now, on the west coast, and we're going to make a run for the finish line. It's been quite a journey. We have been through a lot. We've seen elephants, we've gone hiking, we've had breakdowns, we've got lost many times. Crazy stuff's happened. You know, you have to be a certain type of crazy and easygoing to do this thing. And we've met people all over the world that are in the same mindset as us. Really interesting people, really interesting stories, a lot of laughs, and wow, they get up to mischief as well. They have all kinds of adventures that we haven't had. And that's a great thing, is that everyone experiences it differently. Just a lot of great people all around, really fun. And how has our rickshaw held together? Well, I think it's held together really good. We've seen some horror stories from our group WhatsApp of rickshaws with serious damage. No, the rickship has held up pretty well and we're pretty happy with her. The other thing that's sweet is that on the first day we put a rocket ship on top of our rickshaw, covered in duct tape for a bit of a laugh. We thought it'd blow off immediately or it'd get stolen. But here we are on the last day and that ship is still on the roof. And we're pretty proud of that. So hopefully it makes it to the finish line. Our affinity for the rickship lives on. But look at this place, unreal, unreal. Just the middle of nowhere in nature. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now, to be honest. But we had a race to finish. Before we set off, we had a look at the old paper map and tried to figure out the route we had taken over the last 7 days.
Come a long way, dude.
Yeah, man.
Then it was time for one more push.
Calling out the many dances, bleeding skies, right for hours.
We're on the road again. On the road again.
Sky that mirrors,
Yes.
sky that
Shooting.
stays. I see. I've been to the mountains,
Alright, hold on.
and I walked on the shore. I see that I can't see him no more. Round the line, make an echo, destroy the destroyers, do it fast. That man lived in this town till that pig took him down. And have you heard the sound of a man start bleeding?
Not a lot of room here, Adam.
We just made it to Amaluna. It's our resort just before the finish line. We are this close to finishing. We can also see there is a bunch of others.
So we dropped our bags and headed for the finish line.
It's been a long journey, dude.
One more traffic jam.
One more traffic jam. Now you're gonna have to punch it up to a podium, I think.
Then there was one more thing we needed to do.
Goodbye, Tuk Tuk.
Love ya.
Then we helped the other team celebrate.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
And then partied the night away.